The town in Texas that stops breathing after midnight. In Texas, silence is never complete. Even in the most remote stretches of land, something moves, something hums, something breathes. The wind scrapes against dry brush, insects pulse through the heat, faraway engines echo across flat ground. The land is always alive, except in one town. After midnight, this town does not grow quiet. It does not sleep. It does not rest. It stops breathing. People who live nearby do not like to talk about it. They do not advertise it. They do not correct outsiders when maps show the town as ordinary. They only say one thing when asked why no one stays overnight. They say the air goes wrong. They say the town holds its breath. They say if you hear nothing at all, you have stayed too long. The town sits in West Texas, far enough from major highways that most travelers never reach it by accident. Cell signals weaken as you approach. Radios fill with static. GPS systems hesitate, reroute, or freeze. Some maps show the town clearly. Others act like it does not exist. People who search for it online find fragments, old photos, broken forum posts, questions without answers. It looks like a normal place during the day. That is the trick. In daylight, the town functions like any other small Texas town. There is a gas station that smells like dust and fuel, a diner with cracked vinyl booths and a bell that rings when you enter, a courthouse that hasn't been updated in decades, houses with wide porches and quiet yards. Children go to school, mail arrives, people wave at each other. Nothing feels wrong unless you stay long enough to notice how often everyone checks the time. Locals plan their lives around midnight. Stores close early, streets empty before the hour comes. Lights go dark one by one. It is not fear exactly. It is preparation. They know what happens when the minute hand reaches 12. They have known since childhood. Just before midnight, sound begins to thin. Crickets lose rhythm. Wind dies mid-motion. Distant traffic fades as if swallowed. People who are not watching the clock feel it in their bodies before they understand it. Pressure builds in the ears. The air grows dense. Breathing feels deliberate, like each breath must be chosen instead of happening naturally. At exactly midnight, sound disappears completely. Not fades, not quiets, vanishes. No wind, no insects, no footsteps, no engines, no echo. People clap their hands and feel the impact but hear nothing. Shouts leave the chest but do not reach the air. Dogs freeze mid-step, birds go still. Even internal sounds feel muted. Heartbeats feel distant, breathing feels heavy, like inhaling through thick fabric. This silence is not peaceful, it is aggressive. The human brain is not meant for absolute silence. Panic rises fast. Thoughts become loud. Some people experience ringing that is not sound but pressure. Others feel watched, not by eyes, by space itself, as if the town is aware of every movement, every breath, every thought trying to escape the quiet. Houses react when midnight comes. Doors swell and resist opening. Floors feel softer, almost elastic. Windows fog even in dry heat. Lights flicker and sometimes refuse to turn back on. Some homes lock themselves. Others unlock without being touched. Residents do not move. They sit together in dark rooms, breathing shallowly, waiting for the silence to pass. Children are taught the rules early. No talking, no music, no mirrors uncovered, no unnecessary movement. Breaking the rules does not always lead to death. Sometimes it leads to something worse. Some people who break the silence report a sensation of pressure behind the eyes, followed by the feeling that the town has shifted slightly. Streets seem narrower, buildings closer, distance is wrong. Nothing dramatic enough to prove, but enough to unsettle permanently. Every few years, someone goes outside after midnight. Teenagers testing limits, outsiders chasing stories, travelers who think silence is exaggerated. Some return pale and shaking, unable to explain what they saw. Others never come back at all. No struggle, no sound, no trace. Official records list them as runaways or transients. Locals know better. They were noticed. There is a sealed well at the edge of town, poured over with concrete and ignored by everyone who lives there. Old records mention drilling problems decades ago. Pressure changes, equipment failures, workers complaining that sound behaved strangely near the hole. 3 men went down. 1 came up. He never spoke again. The well was sealed. Midnight silence began not long after. Stories older than the town speak of land that listens, of places where noise draws attention, of silence as payment. Native warnings were ignored. Railroads came. Wells were drilled. Homes were built. Something beneath the ground learned the rhythm of human breath and decided it did not like it. Scientists have tried to study the town. Acoustics experts, geologists, government contractors. Equipment fails. Batteries drain instantly at midnight. Recordings corrupt. Data disappears. 1 research team stayed overnight. None released findings. 2 left their fields entirely. 1 moved away and refuses to discuss Texas at all. People ask why the town still exists, why it wasn't abandoned. The answer is simple and terrifying. Leaving is harder than staying. Some residents who try to leave experience disorientation miles away. Others feel pulled back. A few return without remembering how. The town does not tolerate empty space. It prefers occupants who know when to be quiet. As of now, the town still stands. People still live there. Midnight still comes. Every night the town stops breathing. And every night, it waits for someone to forget the rules. Because silence there is not absence, it is attention.